Hello people, welcome back to another episode of Relating Me and You and Me through YouTube, and here I am with another video. But what we are doing today is what you have already made out if you have watched my previous video, which was Sugar Cosmetics. Like, I tried on Sugar Cosmetics for the first time and the results were quite unexpected. So you should go and check that out. I'll link something here. But today what I am doing is I'm trying on some more makeup, and this time it's from Hawk Makeup, which always has sales on it. So you should go and check that out. I'm going to drop the link somewhere in the description box. And if you like good makeup and you always are looking out for sales, you should definitely go and check out Hawk Makeup. And this is not a sponsored video because we are a very small channel and nobody really cares about it. So yeah, that's one thing. And please, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing because I make some amazing content every week, twice a week. Okay, without me just blabbering, I will start with unboxing it. So if you have seen, the box is already open. That is because I opened it in my Sugar Cosmetics video, as I mentioned already. And but then I realized that everything I ordered from Hawk Makeup was Wet n Wild. So I thought of doing a full face of Wet n Wild. Again, I am trying. I don't know why I can't speak. Again, I am trying Wet n Wild for the first time. So we are just going to try this on. So that's going to be first impressions also. I just hope I have got full face of Wet n Wild. I'm not sure, but I just think I have. So we'll see through the way. Without me much blabbering, let's just directly get into the video. Let's begin. So I'm going to open things in front of you so that you can also see what I have got. And as we go, like whatever gets in our hand, we're just going to start. Like, I'm looking for my face first. So let's just see what we have here. There is some palette. So we have this Wet n Wild Megaglo contouring palette on top. So this is how it looks. It is very huge. I did not expect this. We have that, and I got it for $349. This huge for $349. That's it. That's a real. Okay, what's the actual cost of this? $499, and I got it for $349. Wow. Anyways, I'm not using this first, so definitely that's going to go aside. And next, what we have, I am looking for a foundation to start with, or a primer if I have got any. I'm not sure. But if we don't have primer, we definitely have setting spray. So if not primer, we'll start with setting spray. Okay, what do we have here? We have a lipstick, Secret Mousse lipstick. This is how it looks. We'll come to that later. Then we have a concealer corrector. Again, I'll not use this first. And we have a brow pen. I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll see. Oh wow, I got a gift. They gave me a palette free. That's Matte Palette Winter Frost. I am very excited. The colors here look really nice. If you can see, there are some really nice variants of color. It's their Winter Frost matte collection. Then we have Wet n Wild Quad and Ombre Blush. This color looks very light, but we'll see how it works. So that's there. There's the foundation. This is Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon Core something. I guess this is an eye pencil in shade nude. We'll see. Then this looks heavy. We should expect a foundation here. But no, I want setting spray actually, because I know I have not ordered a primer. Okay, here we go. This is very light. So we have this Wet n Wild foundation, and we have this Wet n Wild photofocus mini matte just see, I think I've opened almost all the packages. Yeah, I have opened almost everything and it came at last. So now I am just directly going to start with my face, and I must mention I have already done my skincare, moisturizing, toning, moisturizing, everything is done. And I am also going to link one of the videos here where I have told you how to get a proper skincare before starting your makeup to have that flawless look. So you can go there and check that out after this video. So stay tuned, I am going to start my face. So as I said, I'm going to start with the setting spray because I've not ordered a primer, so I'm opening that. And all the prices and everything, like what was the original price and at what price I got, everything is going to be in the description box. So if you are interested, you can go and check that out. I like the packaging here, as since it's a matte setting spray, the packaging here is also matte and it is black and very sleek. I know the quantity is going to be very little, but I just got it for a really nice price, so I don't mind. So I'm going to start with this. Mist smells very alcoholic. It has that strong fragrance of alcohol, which is not a very good thing, but if it works, we'll see. Now, since I said I have not ordered a primer, but I have huge pore problems and I want my foundation, I want to give it a fair shot. So I'm taking this primer by Color Bar. It is a blurring, kind of smoothing blurring primer, you know, one that comes with silicone and all. So I am applying that so that we don't regret using it, that to understand the real texture and everything of the foundation, I want to make sure that I have a primer on. Now again, we don't have a loose powder, but before starting I have to make sure that I apply a little bit of loose powder here. So I'm going to try this contouring palette because it has this light shade which may act as a perfect loose powder. So we'll see that as well. So finally, after breaking my nail and a lot of pain, I was able to open this. I'm going to take my powder brush, my pack, and take this powder. Really nice, light banana shade, and has a lot of like dust around. Going to I have to pat this nicely into my skin and make sure you don't take too much of it. This is one trick that creates a barrier. Like primer is one thing, but this altogether is a different trick where you can really keep your oils away from your face throughout the day. This is a really nice trick to do that, and also it helps greasing, like it avoids greasing. So this is a nice trick, and it also helps fill in some little bit of pores and all of that problem. So I think before doing your foundation, if you do this with a little bit of powder, like a tiny bit of powder, this is going to work wonders for your makeup. And I'm going to start with my brows and give my face a little bit of time so that it can absorb the powder in. Till then we can start and work on our brows. Now if I do anything wrong, please spare, because I have never used a pencil before. So this is going to be my first time using a pencil. By the way, this pencil is known as Wet n Wild Brow Pencil in the shade Brunettes Do It Better. Anyways, everything is going to be, all the details are going to be in the description box. So just in case you're interested, you can go and check that out. And I don't know how to use a pencil. A disclaimer. buttery. I can say that it is very buttery because it is applying very nicely, at the same time blending really well the spoolie. And I also like that it comes with a spoolie. So you don't have to look for anything when you're doing your brows. Just this one thing is enough. Filled in my brows, and now I'm going to clean them up with this concealer. Okay, this is known as Photofocus concealer, and it is tested under 7 light conditions. And all the details are given here, like what kind of lights have they tested in, if you can see. I'm going to use that, and the shade name is Fair Beige. And this is the wand, which seems to be pretty big. I'm going to clean up my brows with this. We are going to start using the foundation. It is photofocus foundation, so it eliminates the, what do you say, flashback. Yeah, it eliminates the flashback out of your pictures, so you can do that. And I am really not very happy with this spoolie kind of a thing. I would have preferred a pump at least, but yeah, this is what it is. And I'm using it in the shade Nude Ivory. This seems to be pretty light shade for me, but I think I can work. So let's see. Medium coverage. Till now, light medium coverage. So I tried building this up a little bit, like there are few active spots here and there which I tried covering up with the foundation, and to some extent, yeah, it did cover up, but not completely. So it is buildable but not like completely buildable, not full coverage. So you can say this to be light to medium coverage. That is what I would say. And along with that, it is nice matte foundation. It does take time a little bit to blend in, but rest of the things we can only come out throughout, like when I use it for a day and I go out and I do things, only then I'll be able to understand that how long lasting it is and how does it perform. But right now I can say it is matte. Let's proceed with the concealer using the same concealer. Everything has this weird smell in this. I don't know what it is, but there is this not very pleasant smell. Like all the products that I have used till now, the setting spray smelled very alcoholic. I mean, I don't mind alcohol, I understand, but smelling alcohol is different thing. And then the foundation and the concealer, none of them have a very pleasant fragrance. I mean, I would prefer no fragrance, and I'm still okay with having a little bit of fragrance, but then having a bad fragrance or chemically fragrance is not something that I would like. Also, this spatula does not carry a lot of product, so you have to go back and forth. foundation was so light, so I'm not sure if this concealer is going to show up because of the foundation being so light. But let's just see. Okay, that's a good blending. Like, it will not take much time in blending. A few dabs and you're good to go. It has a nice highlighting effect though. Like, I know the shade is light for me. I like concealers with a lighter shade. I generally opt for concealers with a lighter shade because I like that highlighted under eyes and all. But still, I feel this has more highlighting effect. Coming to the same powder, using the light shade, I am going to powder my face a little bit. Palette using this bronzy shade. Going to contour and bronze. Since the foundation was also very light, I'm going to bronze myself up quite a lot to make sure that it doesn't look ghost light. This is one trick. Like, if your foundation is really light, you can anytime go for bronzing your face, so that way it covers your light shade of the foundation to some extent. Proceeding to the blush, I have this Wet n Wild color icon ombre blush in the shade The Princess Diaries, and I feel the color is little light for my choice. I'm just going to open this up. It is little lighter compared to what I would like because I'm like a blush person, but we'll see. And this is how the shade looks like, and you can't even make out the ombre in it, but it starts with a pink, like a light pink, and then it just goes and merges into your skin color. So just going to roll my brush around quite a bit because I want pigmentation, and I can't see anything. Okay, let's go to the pink side. Maybe the problem is not with the color, I mean with the blush, but with the color I chose, because I can see a light hint of pink on my face. Maybe the camera is not picking it up, but yeah, definitely there is some pink tones in it. I tried to make it build it up, but for a daily use, this is a nice color. Since I'm using this palette, there are a few instructions written here. Like, this is the transition shade, the crease shade, the eyelid shade, and the brow bone shade. So all of that is mentioned, so I'm just going to follow that. So I think this can be a good makeup palette, eyeshadow palette for any beginner. But we can say that only after we use it and it is pigmented enough. really nice and creamy. So guys, this is how full face of Wet n Wild is looking, and I think it is looking pretty good. The foundation and the concealer is on right now and they are on place. It's been 2 hours or so since I have applied it, but they're still on place. No creasing, nothing doing. Everything is set. So right now I'm liking it. The eyeshadows are also nicely pigmented yet, and yeah, I will check back in a bit and let you know how it is performing. Guys, I am back again. It's 6 hours since I have applied my foundation. I will tell you, the concealer is good. I mean, I cannot really see any creasing or anything. There are no smile lines. My under eyes have creased a little bit, like a tiny bit, but I can work with that. Apart from that, I did not eat anything. So the lipstick is on, and blush has completely faded away. If you can see, there's no blush situation going on, and my skin has got quite oily. Since we had a matte setting spray on, maybe it has just kept the oils at bay. But apart from that, the foundation is looking pretty good. The blush is vanished completely in 6 hours. And the eyeshadows, they deserve an applause. Like, they actually deserve an applause. You can see there is no lack of pigmentation here. After 6 hours of using it, they are still on point. So that deserves a thumbs up. So overall review of Wet n Wild definitely deserves your buy. You should go and buy them. I'm going to link them in the description box, so you should go and check it out. It's available on Nykaa, it's available on Amazon, on Pop Makeup, Purple, and many other brands. So they're available everywhere online and on Nykaa stores also, so you can go and check that out. And there's something that I would like to tell you. First thing, the eyeshadows, perfect for beginners, like really nice for beginners. They are a little powdery, but they stay on point after applying, so I don't mind that. There was no kickback in the palette also, but you just feel them to be a little powdery, but there's no lack of pigmentation, so definitely a thumbs up. Foundation, good, but is it something that you definitely have to buy? I don't think so. But if you want to buy a foundation that's really affordable, you can definitely go for it. I like it. Concealer, thumbs up. Definitely a big fat thumbs up, because no creasing, no drying, no enhancing of texture. Everything is really well. So you should definitely give this a shot. Like, my favorite concealer is Age Rewind, but my second favorite is going to be this one now. So I like that. Lipstick, you can give it a pass. This is not something that is going to stay on point and everything, a classic bullet lipstick, but I really like the shade, so you can check that out. And yes, I would like to mention about the contour and the powder palette. Very, very, very nice. You should definitely go and buy it. That is something that you need to have in your collection. So you should go and buy that. Eyebrow pencil, I've used it for the first time, and I think it was very nice. Nice, creamy, not very waxy, not very dry, good enough. So you can check that out for yourself. If you don't have an eyebrow pencil, you can go and buy it. But if you have it, you don't really need it. But since I have used eyebrow pencil for the first time, I think it was good. So yeah, that's all for this video. Until then, just subscribe and wait for my next video. Take care. Tada!